Welcome to episode 1. Today, we're going to take on a posture of peace by leaning into the truth that Jesus isn't broken. Hi, I'm Lindsay Van Zale. Posture is a podcast that serves as a short, audible fist pump to remind you that God is in everything. Together, we're going to be emboldened to take a daily posture of perfect peace. So in John 14:27, Jesus says this, "I leave the gift of peace with you. Not the kind of fragile peace that the world gives, but my perfect peace. Don't yield to fear or be troubled in your hearts. Instead, be courageous." So a couple of years ago, I was on the brink of total burnout, which is a problem. But the bigger problem was that I thought burnout was totally normal. You see, the successful people around me and the ones on my screen seemed to wear, busyness and hustle and doing a ton of stuff as a badge of honor. And of course, I wanted to be successful. I wanted to keep up. So I just stayed really busy until the stress caught up with me and began to manifest itself as numerous anxiety and panic attacks. I found out the hard way that you can ignore the pain of stress for a while. I mean, we all do it, right? We stuff it down. We try not to let it surface. We have our coping mechanisms, whether it's food or social media, anything to kind of escape the realities of the busyness for a while. But panic can never be overlooked. I was so broken. And of course, I searched hard for a solution to try to fix my brokenness. There was all kinds of advice, Some people said to do less, declutter, minimalize, quit some things, take some breaks. And others said to do more, pray more, read the Bible more, show up to church more. All pretty good advice, I'll say that. And it was all different advice, but a lot of it had the same implication. And that was, there's really no cure for your anxiety and your panic. There's just better management. And that just really led me down this path of trying to further perfect my life. If I could just get everything lined up, everything organized, everything just right, then the anxiety and the panic would cease. And then one day, I came across John 14:27, where Jesus talks about how he gave us his peace. And then in John 16:33, which might be a verse you're also familiar with, same promise that we are to have peace, even in a world where we're going to have some trouble. It's a broken and it's an imperfect world, but yet we can be strong and courageous because we have Jesus' peace. And so I realized when I came up against these promises that I was actually never promised a perfect life. But you and I were promised perfect peace. And I don't know about you, but to me, that seems a lot more like success than the positions and the possessions and the platforms that I had tried to pursue originally. So I prayed a very, perhaps irreverent prayer, and it went exactly like this. Jesus, if you gave me your peace, where the heck, only I didn't say heck, did it go? And I heard him respond and say, I'm right here. Friend, peace is so much closer than you may think. Our brokenness, our imperfection, doesn't define Jesus or what Jesus is capable of doing in our lives. Jesus' wholeness, Jesus' perfection defines us, and it can change us, and it can mold us, and it can upgrade us even today. Now, you may have heard it said that Jesus doesn't always cure things like anxiety, panic, depression, or any other kind of mental illness. But I'm living, breathing proof that Jesus isn't broken, and he never breaks his promises. The promise of perfect peace is found in Isaiah 26:3, and in Hebrew it is shalom, shalom, meaning complete wholeness, Nothing missing, nothing broken. This is who you are in Jesus. Let's declare this together. Today, I am kept in perfect peace. With my whole heart, I trust the Lord. I am strong, I am victorious, I am whole. Remember, friend, you are a living testimony of Jesus' ultimate win. Not because of anything you did, but because of what he did for you. With every step you take today, you're putting Jesus' victory on display and Satan's defeat on replay.